A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know how it goes. It's one of the very first things any of us ever learn. But that simple little song, it has a surprisingly deep history. And it has evolved in ways its creators probably couldn't have even imagined. So let's dive in and uncover the real story of our ABCs.
Right? You've sung it hundreds, maybe thousands of times. But what if I told you that familiar tune isn't even really about the alphabet, and that the way we learn our letters today has gone through this huge, radical transformation?
Okay, so let's start with the classic. That tune that's basically the foundation of literacy for millions of people. It feels like it's been around forever, but it actually has a very specific and pretty fascinating backstory.
Here's the first surprise. That melody, it's not unique to the alphabet at all. Nope. It's kind of like a multi-purpose jingle that got recycled for some of the most famous nursery rhymes we have. Twinkle, twinkle, Baa Baa Black Sheep. It's all the same tune.
And get this, the tune is much, much older than you'd think. It was first published way back in 1761 in France, long before it had anything to do with letters. It was so popular that even Mozart, yes, that Mozart, composed his own fancy variations on it. It wasn't until 1835, more than 70 years later, that a publisher in Boston finally put the letters to it and copyrighted the ABC song.
Of course, the song is not perfect, right? We've all mumbled our way through that super fast part in the middle. Element no P. It's practically a rite of passage. This little linguistic traffic jam has been confusing kids for generations.
But, learning the alphabet is about more than just singing a song. The next big leap was all about connecting those sounds to what the letters actually look like. It was all about bringing in the power of sight.
And that's where the humble flashcard comes in. A is for apple, B is for butterfly. This became the classic way to build that super important bridge between hearing the letter A and actually recognizing its shape on a piece of paper. So simple, so visual, and you know what? Super effective.
Now, this method wasn't just about memorizing shapes. It was a whole system. You say the letter's name, then you make it sound, that's phonics right there, and then you connect it to a word. This was a huge step up from just repeating things over and over. It was about understanding how letters actually work and sound. And of course, lots of review to really drill it in.
So we went from a song to physical cards. And the next step in this evolution, well, it put the entire alphabet and pretty much a teacher right into our hands. We're talking about the digital revolution, of course.
I mean, just look at the difference here. Flashcards were static, just print on paper. But apps, they're completely interactive. Kids can literally trace letters with their fingers. And you know how kids get distracted, but a smart interface can actually help keep them focused. Learning suddenly becomes this whole experience for all the senses. You're hearing it, seeing it, and doing it.
And the scale of this is just mind-boggling. A single popular app, just one of them, can rack up over 100 million downloads. That's a fundamental shift in how basic education gets delivered all over the world.
So these apps, they basically take everything we've talked about and put it all together. You've got the phonics from the flashcard era, you've got interactive games, uppercase, lowercase, all wrapped up in an interface that's designed to keep kids engaged. It's the whole package for today's digital natives.
And I think this is really important. There's a real human side to this tech. A lot of the creators are parents themselves, so they get it. They're building these tools to be genuinely educational, cutting out all those annoying ads and in-app purchases that can totally break a kid's concentration.
So, when you put it all together, what does the journey of learning your ABCs really look like now? Well, it's a story all about getting more and more engaged. You can really break it down into 3 big stages. We started out just passively listening and repeating a song. Then we moved on to being more active, seeing and saying with flashcards. And now we've landed in this amazing place where kids can physically touch and play with the alphabet. Learning has literally become a hands-on game.
This whole journey, from a melody that's centuries old to an interactive app on a screen, it's pretty incredible when you think about it. But it definitely makes you wonder, what's next? We've gone from song to card to screen. What do you think the next revolutionary tool for teaching the ABCs is going to be?